So with you being 33, I'm pretty sure you probably need it. But the best thing to do is schedule some blood work, because you don't know what you don't know. And you might just be thinking it's a testosterone thing. It could be a lot of different things that you could be up against. Not trying to scare you or anything, but I do highly recommend you getting that blood work done. And you should continually do it at least 3 to 4 times a year. I would say I enjoyed all of them to a degree. Of course, I enjoyed them, but I think some of that excitement didn't last as long. Like the first time, it was exciting, but then I realized, holy, I literally have to get on a plane to go to India to go beat these same guys again. And I've never even been to India, let alone traveled outside the US to go, defend the title 1 week after a show such as the Olympia. So, there's years like that. And there's years like, 2014, 2015, where I was just trying to use a different look, but realized that, my training had to change. And, 2016 was a different look. And 2017, I was battling with a freaking hernia that I didn't even know I had. So all of them collectively had their own story. But overall, I would say the one that didn't have any major issues was 2013, when I did one freaking call out at the damn Olympia. I would tell my 21-year-old self that it goes very fast. It goes very, very fast. So truly spend time with your friends and your family, take as many pictures, but also create as many memories as possible, and truly learn about what triggers you and become as emotionally intelligent as possible, and definitely have an immediate and long-lasting faith in God. All right, so for this, I feel like you should definitely stretch. You should definitely stretch. You should do some light mobility work. That would help. But as far as what I've done HBOT therapy, so that's hyperbaric therapy. I've done infrared saunas. I do really like that post-workout. Some electronic stimulation for some active recovery. I think collectively all 3 of those work really, really well. But of course, you got to make sure you're staying hydrated and continuing on with your supplements and food. I think the biggest mistake new bodybuilders make is that they feel like in their mind, they just feel like they're not good enough. And maybe they were told that by another person. It could have been a relationship or just things that they see online. They see other people already ahead of them, and they start comparing a person that was like 10 years in the game. And then they're like, oh, I would never get like that. And even I did that when I went to my first bodybuilding show. I saw a guy, his name was Dave Jones. He had this massive chest. And I was like, I could never get a chest like that. So, I think the biggest mistake is the words that we say that don't deliver us, that actually, talk down to ourselves, and, that starts putting more doubt in the whole process of, the enjoyment of bodybuilding and having fun with bodybuilding. So I think the negative words that we say really hold a lot of weight. So speak positive into yourself. Okay, where do I get this? Like, for real, where do I get this passport? Please DM me, like, immediately. I need to know. Sheree, we're going to get 2 passports, one for me, one for you. Top 50 barbecue spots in Texas. Let's go. I'm kind of like the late Chuck Norris when it comes to training. I train alone. Every now and again, though. But who knows? Maybe I'll spot you. How about that? So my weight's been weird since retiring from competitive bodybuilding. Normally I'd be like 280 in the off season and compete in the 240s. Right now I'm in the low 240s, and I've gotten all the way down to 226. And now I realized, oh, hell no. Like I want to gain some more size. So I just wasn't eating. And at that time I really wasn't training. Ever since I started training a little bit more, my weight's gone up, and I only eat like twice a day. It's going on 9 o'clock, and I'm getting my second meal of the day. But yeah, it's been a little weird, but I kind of like weird because, for a long, long time, I was focusing on every 2.5 hours of just shoveling food in my face. And I was never a big, I just wasn't a guy that loved to eat. My trainer, Honey Rambo, would have to get on me. Even my wife would have to get on me about eating more meals. So I'm really happy. Prior to professional bodybuilding, I was actually working as a retail manager at a pro shop inside of a Valley Total Fitness. So I was doing the hiring, firing. I was, placing orders, doing all inventory, all that good stuff. And, I was living in Denver, Colorado. Shout out to the guys over in Denver, Colorado. We had the highest quota in all the states. So my job was to make sure that profit margin was above a certain level. Is usually like it had to be above 48%. And I usually hovered around 53, which was always good. That meant that we kept the freaking lights on. But outside of that, I was working at various nightclubs and, bouncing and stuff like most bodybuilders do just to earn extra cash. Yeah, we're great, actually. I mean, we had a great time at this year's Arnold Classic. We did the Sunday seminar with Arnold and a few others. And we were able to really get a lot of words out in a short period of time. And would I do a collab? Man, I would love to do that. And I'm sure he probably thinks about the same thing too. So Kai, if you're out there, you already know I'd like to do that. I think it would be cool for us to show the world what's going on in our mind and our heart, and all the battles that we had and all the things that we've learned that we want to share. Man, just kidding. And y'all got me messed up thinking I'd be bobbing my head to that guilty pleasure song. What? So currently I'm on a protocol to have a child. So that's what's next for me, God willing. Sheree and I can become pregnant. And then, dinner is next. And then also formulating new products for 7X as we relaunch here pretty soon. And then some other stuff that we got going on that I really can't share with you at the moment, but we'll do it in due time. Man, this steak is slapping.